We are live and active for Singapore qualifying. Yes, indeed. This is where we see probably a pivotal moment where McLaren have shot themselves in the foot, then shot themselves in the ass, and will look crazy at the end of the season. Look crazy. And then probably be heavily criticized as a team who is selfish when it comes to constructor championships and not willing to take the lead in the ball when it comes to the driver's championship. Because, quite frankly, to be honest, it's very possible that McLaren could have had Lando last season as driver championship and Piastri this season as driver championship, two constructors championship back to back with two drivers in their team champions back to back. And now they likely will have no driver championship and constructor championship. And Zach Brown will still smile in your face and shit behind your back and say, I'm just trying to keep everything fair and equal. Nah, bro, that's a scapegoat. You're taking the easy way out. You need to stand on business and you need to go ahead, and you should have locked somebody in. But once again, McLaren are incapable of doing the things that Red Bull has always been able to do, which is be shrewd operators in the course of competition. And here we are again. Big shout out to everybody pulling up in the live chat. You already know we'll have our live chat qualifying event, and I will show you what that will look like. And as you pay attention to the left hand of your screen or your right hand of your screen, you will see right now that Darth has 75 points, Dreads has 50, Miss Dino has 50, Galactus has 50, AF1 has 25, and then so on. Right now, we only have 7 people participating in that. As the live stream goes on, that will build up. At each end of the qualifying sessions, Q1, Q2, Q3, we will see who will be in the lead at that. And by the end of the entire qualifying session, we will see who has the pole position for our Wolfpack chat competition and qualifying. And as we go back to the track, as action is starting to get live and starting to come on time, let's go ahead and get back here. We will go in between our big screen right here for the timing board. And if it is your first time joining us at Wolfpack Performance, do understand if you are in the red, Antonelli, Ocon, Berryman, Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, not saying they will stay there, but that is the area. You will be eliminated from each qualifying session as it goes. Q1 not in the Q2, Q2 not in the Q3, and Q3 is where we decide the final last top 10 pecking order. And send a big shout out to my brother Galactus, who is a moderator in the live chat, coming and getting with Wolfpack Performance, taking a picture with my bro in front of the Porsche North American headquarters building. Shout out to Galactus. Shout out to Dorf, Gregory Williams, DG Big Blue Navy, Oorah. Dreads is in here. AD's in here. Who else do we got in here? Usually we'll have Mary Bean in here, but Miss Dino is live in front and center. And this is where we are. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's see who grabs the Q1 session, and let's get it on. Track is clear. Now, we did have a few incidences, including Liam Lawson, for the most part, both in FP, I think, 2 and 3, tearing up the damn car. Liam Lawson doing kind of what Liam Lawson does. Mary being a good afternoon to you. And Liam Lawson is proving why he should not have been promoted over Yuki anyway. Now, if Yuki wasn't there, of course, maybe the promotion would look different, but he was. And yeah, he should have not been promoted over Yuki. Yuki right now still trying to get on board. I am watching to see what happens with Yuki. I told you my 3 teams of interest were going to be McLaren, Red Bull, and Mercedes. Ferrari, whatever happens with Ferrari happens with Ferrari. We'll see what happens there. Big shout out to Lewis Hamilton, who is still competing in this week's Grand Prix, given the loss of his animal, his dog, Roscoe. So shout out to Lewis. Probably still hard for him emotionally. You know, you still get kind of used to walking into certain environments and certain things being there or certain people being there. He is still going to be in that mourning state. Lewis Hamilton doesn't have kids. He's not married. So that is a close connection to him as his own immediate family that he would have within there. And I know some people is like, even me, I'm kind of like, you know, I don't put dogs over humans or animals over humans, but still you need to understand it's not about you. It's about that person and how they feel and how they care and how they interact in their lives and what's very valuable and important to them. And if they lose that, and if you can't remove your own thoughts and personal advantages from that, then you're kind of not a good friend. You kind of got to learn how to remove yourself from that situation and take it as what situation they're in. And I'm just trying to aid you through that. So big shout out to Lewis competing here in Singapore. Ferrari is looking to make both their drivers disgruntled with a bit of a rumor that Charles Leclerc's team is out there looking for another landing spot for him contract up in 2028. We all know paper is to be ripped up and edited, and that could change. Paul sitting in a deer stand somewhere out there in the woods with his bow. Smash the like button, y'all. Hope everyone has a safe and blessed weekend. Peace and love to the fam. Peace and love to you, brother. Thank you very much. Did you get a deer yet? I just want to know, did you get one of those deer yet? I just need to know if we're going to get some summer sausage, man. Some summer sauce, some cheese. We're going to get some of those tenderloin steaks. Where's the deer? Let's get it in. All right, right now we got Lando Norris at the top of the charts with a 130.5. 130.5. Now, do remember that we did show you a graph of potential situations that would need to take place. Not to say that they're the only situations that would need to take place, but if these situations did take place, what the Drivers' Championship battle will look like going forward for the rest of this time. And the rest of this time could be very different. Of course, you already know if you were here with us earlier, we kind of went over a Formula One kind of trolling to show things that statistically were kind of crazy, but really not a statistic or an achievement at all because Lewis Hamilton has it. But if you want to see what that looks like, hypothetically saying if things were to go awry, this is how awry they would have to go between Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, and Max Verstappen. In order for Max Verstappen to come back and win this championship, basically Oscar Piastri would have to place pretty much outside of the top 10 at every race going forward. And then from there, Lando Norris will pretty much have to place outside of the top 15 going forward. I'm just roughly taking a guesstimate there. Max Verstappen would basically have to win every race going forward and not fall outside of the top 10, not one of those times. And I'm here to tell you that that is not entirely impossible, although hopefully not completely likely. Max Verstappen takes the top at 130.3, taking it from Lando Norris right there, 130.3. Lewis Hamilton second behind Max Verstappen. We got three different constructors in the top three. We got a Red Bull energy drink car powered by Honda right now because it's Honda IP. Let's not get it twisted. Going to be Ford East Electronics next season. It's going to be a Honda clone motor pretty much, and that Red Bull Racing doesn't really exist. Hamilton in a Ferrari and Lando Norris in the McLaren with the Mercedes power unit. Wonder if that's ever going to change. Oscar Piastri's lap did have to be aborted. Oscar Piastri's lap did have to be aborted. Ali Behrman says, I'm going to join that party at 130.4. Now, of course, you know when you see something like that, these teams are going to come down. Other teams' times are going to decrease, and they're going to elevate to the top of the charts. Oliver Behrman, when you see certain teams pop into the top three, you should absolutely know, without a doubt, that there is more pace in other top teams than you're seeing right there. So don't take a lot from Q1. Take a little bit from Q1, take a little bit more from Q2, and then take quite a bit from Q3 as the system and the session builds up. You don't want to go off FP3. FP3 is not going to tell you much of anything. All right, besides if you got a bunch of people wrecking out, it's going to tell you that person can't drive worth shit. That'll tell you that. And Lim Lawson's one of those people. He can't drive worth shit to a degree. He needs to clean it up. Or Lim Lawson could find himself out of Formula One in the next season. He's wrecked up twice in the free practice session, and that's free practice, but that doesn't mean your wrecks are free. That's going to cost the team, and that's going to hit you on the cost cap. It's going to ding you on the cost cap, which, by the way, it is the month of October, and you should already know what the month of October is. So big shout out to all people, and especially our women that have survived, are battling, and or fallen to breast cancer, all right? We will have the pink breast cancer color shirts up on the Wolfpack Performance website. Those only go up in the month of October, and then they're removed after October closes. So if you want to get you a pink breast cancer Wolfpack Performance shirt, that color will be available at least by today or by the end of the weekend. So if you're thinking about doing something there, then let me know. And you can just let me know by making an order. Get your pink Wolfpack Performance shirts, all right? It will be in several of the different lines, especially in the pole to podium sign. So we'll see what happens with that. Right there, we got Bearman. We still got Russell up here. Russell doing his thing. Big shout out to Russell. Lando, Oscar Piastri is in the drop-off zone, but he's got plenty of time to come up out of there. He definitely got ruined on a lap. He has 7 minutes to get it together. Lewis Hamilton's helmet is fire. Lewis Hamilton has a fire helmet, y'all. That helmet is pretty damn clean. It looks like Antonelli is being cited or at least noted for impeding. So we'll see how that goes with Antonelli. This is not a week Antonelli needs to fall short and or needs to have any complications. He's just now starting to build a little bit of momentum in his campaign after coming off the back of a pretty spiraling time. So I'm not looking for him to have any trouble here. I want him to continue to build that motivation and positive attribute and just keep moving forward as a driver in Formula One, as a very young driver in Formula One on top of that. We got Hadjar at the top of the charts with a 130.2. 130.2 Hadjar. Hey, Hadjar getting this thing in. I'm trying to tell you, a big shout out to Williams, because I completely thought, and I'm not saying I'm going to be all the way wrong, I completely thought that Williams was going to be out of the showing completely, given they were going to give up on this year's development and just head right into 2026, putting more focus in 2026 anyway. And Williams has had some pretty good finishes. Williams has done some pretty good things since then. So big shout out to Williams, man. Big shout out to them. All right, this is going to be Oscar's lap right here. This is going to be where Oscar's actually going to be able to put down some type of time. So we're going to see where he's going to go from 19, getting a couple of purple segments right there in Sector 3, and puts it together in Oscar Piastri at 6. Ugh. Not quite as high as I would hope for Oscar Piastri to go, but given it his first flying lap, I'm going to let that slide. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I would like to also pay note that in 3 and 4 is the Ferrari team at 3 and 4. And at 3 and 4 is likely where I think they'll stay, even if they end there in the race, even if Lewis Hamilton manages to qualify in the top 3 positions. It's going to be pretty hard to beat it out for a win, but you never know. Big shout out to Galactus Jay. It was awesome to link up with you in Atlanta, brother. Last weekend, Wolfpack signed swag. Can't wait until the next time. Vampire powers are strong, brother. I am working on it. And let me tell you, bro, I really wanted so bad, man, to take you out about the town and do a bit more with you and your family, bro. I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm working on getting there, man. I'm working on getting there, and hopefully the next time, you know what I'm saying, I can take you to some shops, take you out to a couple of car scenes, and take you to the range so you and your son can put some things down range, man. Bring some of those toys out that I got so y'all can have a little fun plucking. But definitely, bro, it was absolutely awesome to get up with you, man. Absolutely awesome to put, brothers in the same environment, man. A big shout out to your sons, bro. And salute to you and your wife doing what you're doing as parents with those boys. They definitely are young men coming up, and I'm hoping to see them go far and do great things for sure, brother. And you are very welcome. And tell your son that one message I wrote on his hat, if you fall for anything, just don't fall for anything and stand for something, was because when he got out of the truck, the Wagoneer, he almost bust his ass and his other brother laughed at him. So it was kind of like a good motivation, but also a little fun poke at the situation when he got out the truck, man. But 2 fine gentlemen you're raising there, brother. 2 fine gentlemen that you're raising there. All right, chat, here we go right there. Lando Norris pops to the chart, 129 at the chart. 129, Lando goes and takes it over right there. Nice time right there, Lando. I'm liking that. I am liking that. So let's see what else Lando could do, because we already know when it comes down to the best time at FP3, he's looking pretty good right now. But keep in mind, at FP3, Max Verstappen laid down a 130, all right, to take FP3 over. And at this point in time, Lando Norris has laid down a 129.9. If you know, then you know. Max Verstappen is not out of it. Max Verstappen, as I've always said, and I've coined the phrase, is good for a hot lap at any point in time, because it's true, and that's just the way it is, and that's what he's done. Paul in the super chat saying, what's up? He says, oh, what the hell, YouTube? There we go, YouTube, thank you. Says, fortunately, damn it, Mary Beanie, you're fast. Fortunately, won in Singapore last evening practice. Was awesome to see you guys link up. Highlight of my life, getting to meet Hill and Rodney in the flesh. Matt, yo, we got Wolfpack fam meeting all over the world. Hey, Wolfpack fam is meeting all over the world, man. Let's stay the nation. Let's go, man. Big shout out to y'all linking up, man. I got to try to link up with y'all on a karting day so y'all can see that, they're going to be like, hey, man, although Jay don't like Max Verstappen, he got some Max Verstappen-like driving attributes. I don't talk the good ones. I'm getting 2018 vibes, J. Poll for Roscoe. Ooh, oh yeah, Mary Beanie. Well, keep talking that in. Antonelli, right under Norse right there. And let's take a look at who's leading in our live chat qualifying competition right now. We have Paul sitting at the top with 575 points. Mary Beanie in second with 225. And Drez taking down third for 75. And everybody else is falling right there in line. Big shout out to everybody else's top three as you see it right there. We're going to move over, and when we finish up in 2 minutes, we're going to see who's going to lead Q1 right there and keep going about that. Big shout out, yo, who won the race? Who won the karting race? That's what I'd like to know. Or did y'all just link up and didn't do any kart racing? Because I would like to know that. But big shout out to Hill. Big shout out to Rodney. Big shout out to Paul making that happen. I really want us to get together at a K1 Speeds somewhere and have a Wolfpack race like at K1 Speeds or Andretti Speed Lab. I really want to do that. We're going to have to, when I'm able, physically able, we're going to have to see if we can set it up to meet at a race somewhere in between, whether that be Texas or Miami or Vegas, and then actually meet up and have a grand time for real. And maybe we might have to just choose something that's not even a Formula One race. Maybe we don't choose to give our money to Formula One. Maybe we choose to give our money to IndyCar. And we can meet somewhere more centralized between all of us and actually still do that. It doesn't have to be Formula One. So maybe we could do something like that. Jay drove 850 miles over the weekend, Atlanta to Alabama. Bro, that was crazy, brother. You might as well deliver some packages, man, for real. But that Wagoneer was good on gas. I wouldn't buy one, but I liked it for traveling. All right, here we go. Lewis Hamilton at the top of the charts with a 129.7. Take that. Take that. 129.7 with less than a minute left in the qualifying session of Q1. And Lewis Hamilton tops the charts in a Ferrari of all cars. Woo, okay. Okay. Let's go. Yo, listen, don't know how long that's going to last. Don't know if it's going to even transfer over to the race, but I know to see that time is nice right now. But now let's see who's going to add on top of that. Let's see who's going to build on top of that. Max is unable to get out of the 130s. Max unable to get out of the 130s to catch Lando or Lewis Hamilton. Yo, this right here is crazy. And let me tell you what's even worse about this. What's worse about this is I can't be completely overly happy about Lewis Hamilton being in first, because if there's one thing that we know about Ferrari, the F in Ferrari stands more than Ferrari. And it stands for effing up, fouling up, fumbling up. It stands for a lot of things, foolery. It stands for a lot of things other than finishing first, all right? That's what it stands for. It stands for a lot of other things than finishing first. And I can keep going. So it's not totally safe, because Lewis Hamilton can do everything right, and Ferrari will do everything wrong to counteract what he's already done right. So that's where we are. Oh, Russell up to 129.9. Again, we got three different constructors in the top three: a Ferrari, a Mercedes, and a McLaren, by way of a Mercedes power unit, by the way. Paul in the live chat says that would be awesome to have Wolfpack family picnic. Love the fam. Closing on 3 years. Ooh, closing in on 3 years. Let's go, brother. You know what, man? You are closing in on 3 years, bro. And we can have a good cookout. And me and Mechanic can have a nice debate on something. All right, there we go, chat. Big shout out to Mary Beanie sitting in. What did I tell you, Jay? 2018 vibes. Go, Sir Lewis Hamilton. You did say it. Now we just got to see if it's going to finish out that way. We're going to see if it finishes out that way, Mary Beanie. Yo, there we are, chat. Right now, your drop-off zone is as it states. And it is going to be crazy, not great, as we sit right there. Bortoletto looking like he's going to be out. Stroll, Colapinto, Ocon, and, of course, Gasly is done. Gregory Williams in the super chat says we all love Formula One, but I can tell you IndyCar is very fun, fan-friendly. It is. Gregory, you're exactly correct. It is more fan-friendly than Formula One is, and especially at the price point. And that's why I mentioned that we don't have to give our money to Formula One. We can go to an event that is a bit more accommodating for its fans and giving them more access for a less amount of money. And Gasly wrecks out, not Colapinto, Mechanic Mercedes. And I agree with that. I like that. And I'm serious. We're gonna have to look at doing something about that. Honestly, and me personally, I would even try to schedule a room at a K1 Speeds and an event. And I think an event costs around $750, maybe $800. We could get a little, when we get a little bit closer, we could decide how we're going to do that. And what I could do is put together the packages as far as the K1 Speeds packages, and then everybody could pay for them. And then I would pay for the entire event, one lump sum, and we could just go in and have a good time. All right. And so we'll look at the logistics of that a little bit later. Of course, I ain't gonna lie, right now is the best time of year. So maybe next year, this time, given my recovery and how things are going, because I'm about to start into therapy soon, we can look and see how that's gonna go. Galactus almost broke my ribs, y'all. Galactus almost broke my damn ribs. He almost put me back in the hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? With a big burly brother hug, man, of love. He almost put me back in the hospital, man, and set my recovery back. I'm just playing, Galactus. I'm just playing. Vampire powers, bro. Big shout out to Galactus. but Galactus was my feel like, oh, my bad, brother, my bad. I was like, yeah, you good, man. I stood tall right there and there. When I got home, like, damn, man. Good to see my brother, though. Hey, big shout out to my brother Galactus, man. Always, Galactus has the best sense of humor, even in hard times. I appreciate that he finds a way to tell me something positive. Even when it's like total bullshit I'm going through, he finds a way to say something positive, to say, hey man, just keep moving forward. That's the type of people, you all are the type of people that we all need in each other's corners. And that's why I absolutely love this family. I'm just telling you, it's absolutely awesome. All right, at the end of that session, Gasly is out because he wrecks the car. So maybe qualifying a little bit eventful. Like I said, maybe eventful here, not so much in the race. We got Ocon at 19. He's out. Colapinto is out. So all the Alpine can go out for lunch early, actually dinner. Stroll is out, and we're not surprised about that. And Bortoleto is out. A little bit surprised about that. Typically, I like to see Bortoleto make it into Q2. And even Hulkenberg is, I kind of like rooting for an underdog. Big shout out to Galactus in the super chat, says, went to Mid-Ohio IndyCar, almost drove the car. Yo, actually, Galactus, you did, brother. You did. And I'm telling you, I think that's going to be awesome, man. And Galactus, how much was a ticket for IndyCar? What, probably about $50? How much was a ticket for IndyCar, bro? And everybody would need to wear your Wolfpack Performance shirts. I would like us all to look like we're in the same group, so we can wear the pole to podium shirts. Everybody get a pole to podium shirt off the website when that time comes. So when we meet up, everybody will be matched up, clicked up, crewed up, and when we walk about, people will understand. Yo, they all one big group. Don't mess with nobody in there. Don't even think about it. Just let them roll. Paul in the super chat says, I'd pitch in for K1 family function. I still have my K1 driver's card. Let's make it happen. Smash the like button. Let's go, bro. Definitely. When my internals can handle going back and forth, I'm definitely up for that. I got to, get myself back right, but I'm definitely up for that because I'm swinging corners, bro. I'm swinging those corners. I'm going to be swinging those corners. AD, a family gathering will be nice anywhere. It's about the people, and we have a good group of. Hey, that's a fact, AD. That's a fact. Those are spitting some facts. We do, bro. I'm telling you, we got the best community on YouTube. No cap. We have the best, especially the best Formula One community on YouTube. There's nobody else that has a better community than us. Even if they have more subscribers, their community is nowhere near as great as ours. I'm telling you. I don't care what channel you go to. Their community is nowhere near as great as the community is here. Nowhere near. I don't care if they got 100,000 subscribers. I don't care if they got 40,000. I don't care if they got 20,000. They do not have a better community than us. Facts, hands down. Wolfpack fam is number one on YouTube for community. Telling you. Gregory in the super chat says, I agree, Jay. I love Wolfpack fam too. This group is very unique. Facts, bro. And guess why it's unique? It's unique because y'all make it that way. We kind of like Voltron. We all pieces coming together to make one big ass nice robot. I didn't want to say Power Rangers. I didn't really watch Power Rangers. I about Voltron. I like Voltron. When I coming on, I saw Power Rangers and I saw Voltron. I'm like, damn, Voltron look more dope. Just that Power Rangers got real people. I see it all, but I'm Voltron. Stick with the Voltron, But yeah, I'm telling you, all day long. All day long. Galactus says 700 for VIP with lunch, dinner. Chat. That is a phenomenal price. That $700 for VIP with lunch, dinner, and paddock and pit pass. That's cheap. That is cheap. Do you know how much paddock tickets are at Formula One? It's $10,000 on average. And if you want to get into the paddock club, you're talking around $20,000. $700 is beyond awesome. That's not even one of my wheels on the Integra, bro. Not even one of my wheels on the Integra. That's definitely dope. DJ Big Blue, this community is love and respect. Let's go. Man, I gotta put some dab in the chat. Gregory says, word up, Jay. Love the Voltron. Hey, man, for real, Voltron, man, they be forgetting about some of that, man. I was sitting down eating, and I said, oh, shit, they had Gundam Wing. The new Gundam Wing ain't nothing like the Gundam Wing 01, Wing 01. They ain't nothing like that, man. 3/10. All right, listen, chat. Let's celebrate this while we can. All right. Lewis Hamilton is at the top of the charts right now. Lewis Hamilton is at the top of the charts Q1. Remember what I said. You can't necessarily take a buttload about this. Can't take it. You got to wait a little while. You got to let it simmer. Remember what we've always seen. Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari can do well in free practice. They can do well in the early stages of qualifying. And then all of a sudden, Q3 comes and what happens? Crash and burn. Galactus in the super chat says Friday through Sunday with great view, unlimited drink. I can't have alcohol for the rest of my life. Honestly, with my situation, I can't have alcohol for the rest of my life. But if they got that bottled water on tap, I can pour a little liquid IV in there, shake that bad boy up, pop bottles like that with that core water. Just saying. Hey, I'm Friday and Sunday for $700. Listen, even if I can make it, I have to be in and out, but we definitely got to probably do that, bro. We're talking about, and you got to consider travel too, but it could still be dope, y'all. It could be dope. We're going to have to look at that. Hopefully, with therapy, I'm going to improve a lot more by next season. Plus, I got the car bill coming down the pipeline. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get that done when I got to get that back here and work on it myself. But I am game for that, man. I am so game for that, especially after being stuck in the damn house and in hospitals and ERs for the last year. I'm definitely game for that, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Water's I'm good. I bring my liquid IV packs and pour it on up, brother. We got a 083 in the chat. Good morning or afternoon, everyone, my Wolfpack family. 083, man. We talking about linking up, man. We're trying to see about linking up in the 2026, man. Trying to see about that. We got to see how I improve, but I definitely would like that. That could be a dope time. We do have the stage reset. Clock is reset to 15. Drop-off zone is reset to the bottom 5, which is 15 through 11. Track temp is at 34.8. Air temp is at 29.8. Humidity is at 69%, and winds are 5.8 kilometers due southeast. And it is time for us to go again. Now, where would Piastri be? Piastri didn't even bust into the top 3. One of his laps, definitely a lap, got interrupted. He's not looking happy, and this is what I can say right now, chat. Piastri's got to keep it together. This is a moment where I'm concerned if the Iceman Oscar Piastri might be having a bit of a crack in the sheet of ice. He has to gather it. He can't let this moment get to him. He can't let this moment make it seem bigger than it really is. Oscar, just go out and compete, all right? You already see our top 3 right there. Let's look at the end of qualifying as we look at our qualifying event in the live chat. And we got Paul at the top with 1,325 points. We got Mr. Glass at 675, and we got the Galactus and number 3 at 475 points. Mary Beanie not far outside of the top 3 and 4th at 375. We got AD sitting right here at 325. DG Big Blue, Navy, Urod 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Capping the end off, Nitro Adventures is in the last position with Jeff, Timmer, Terrence, and Miss Dino bringing it up to the 10. That is what we got right now in our live chat qualifying session. Don't forget to get in there, chat. Don't forget to get in there. See what we got going up. Big board up. Yuki looking very focused as this clock is ticking down. About 49 seconds before they get back out on track. Let's see. Yuki's in 10th. So Yuki is in the points, technically, if we're just speaking just right now, if this was to translate over to the race. A nice gap between Leclerc and Hamilton, which I wonder if they'll talk about, because they're quick to talk about if it's a smaller gap between Hamilton or Hamilton's behind Leclerc. That's something to say right there. And also to still add to the proof of evidence Ferrari need to get it together. And so this is what we got going on right here, chat. We're game time. It looks like in about 12 seconds, as cars are starting to queue up. I am looking for Oscar Piastri to greatly improve in Q2. I'm serious about that. He should greatly improve by Q2. So I'm definitely looking for him to bring it on up, make it happen. Yes, sir. So the only incident we have right now is Gasly. Let's hope we don't have another incident where it will. We got people with their families on FaceTime trying to watch the race. Everybody tries to share that experience. A Formula One race is very expensive. This is another copy image of Singapore where Max just was holding everybody up in the queue. Remember, if Max gets a green light and he stalls everybody else out, that should be a penalty. He's done it several times. He's been warned. It's already a reg that you can't do that. If that light goes green and Max is backing everybody else up, Max should be cited, noted, and he should have a penalty for infringement, impeding. He should have a penalty for impeding. Once that light goes green, Max Verstappen does take off. Good job, Max, because I was sure looking for you not to do it. All right, cars out on track. Gregory Williams, Mr. Williams, is in the super chat. Absolutely, Galactus. Y'all in here exposing my nerdy side laughing. Hey, bro, that's just called smart. That's being smart, bro. Galactus in the super chat says, maybe ATL for grad party in 26. Keep you. Okay, bet, bro. Bet. You already know. Especially, I might be better than. Let's go. Let's go. Definitely. Here we go. Both McLarens are in the drop-off zone. Lewis Hamilton, let's see what he could do here. Charles, let's see what you could do there. Don't forget, this is a team sport, people. So Lewis Hamilton at the front by himself with no partner within a spot or two is not necessarily a good situation, because then it puts Ferrari further out from impacting with team strategy if they wanted to try to protect either or driver to win a race. You want your teammate to be a bit closer so you can play those games, so you can implement those strategies, so you can try your best to hoard off other drivers. So if we got Hamilton in the top spot and Leclerc at 7 and 10, it's not a lot to be played there. So it's a team sport for sure, especially for the Constructors' Championship. You know, I find it absolutely funny how they put an R on things that don't have an R. Like, I think this is, I want to say that's not Jaquist. I think that's Alex Brundle. It's data. And he says dater. Dater. There's no R on Maynard. There's an R on Maynard. There's no R on data. It's data. But they say dater. Yuki Tsunoda is wild. Guess it's proper English to put R's on things after A, maybe. I don't know. I hear it a lot with them. But hey, what am I? Sam Collins with his jackass. He always wants to clown Americans for certain things for us using the system we use. But Just saying, brother, chill. Don't be so judgmental. Relax. Yuki Tsunoda over the fourth. None of this. I want to say none of this matters right now, but none of this is cemented right now, as solidified as it will get as the time nears the 5 minutes. Once 5 minutes here, it's really game time. In any qualifying session, once the 5 minute mark hits, it is legitimately game time. I'm telling you. Paul in the super chat. My brother says, I wonder how many deer have walked right by me while I'm deep in this life. Bro, you got to focus, man. You like squirrel right now. You got to focus, Paul. We need the venison. I need that good lean protein, bro. Into this live, smash the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Paul is out here missing out on prime hunting time. Smash the like button for Paul, man. Big shout out to Paul. Big shout out. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go, chat. Verstappen finally cracks the 130s with a 129.7. 129.7. Finally cracks the 130s there. Leclerc, I know Leclerc's going to be trying. Now you can't count Leclerc out. You can't count him out. You got to remember, he is known to have fast one lap pace, all right? Even if it doesn't materialize in the race for some reason, Charles has the ability or the option within himself to just cut all fail safes off and just launch it. And with that being said, he can be known to lay down a one lap pace. Max Verstappen typically has a hot lap. No matter what the top time is, usually Max Verstappen can come in and equal that, supersede that, or get kind of close. And we'll see how that goes. Galactus says, if Sir Lewis Hamilton wins, son big, rest in peace, Roscoe, let's go. Yo, that would be crazy big, bro. That would be crazy big. For real. Podium for Roscoe. That would be big. Let's get it in, chat. Next spot is up. All right, right here, we still about to have both papaya cars in the drop-off zone. Both papaya cars are still in the drop-off zone. All right, we got Antonelli over the second, right behind Max Verstappen. Antonelli, listen, I just want Antonelli to finish the season without any more incidents and just have a lot more positive and encouragement in himself. It's really important for him to get that. And I do think he's going to be a sensational driver as he matures. Lando Norris is up to second for the first papaya car to break into the top three. And Pia, that's my dog, 129.8. Got to do better than that, though. Got to do better than that. I prefer Piastri behind Max Verstappen for sure, because Piastri will go for it. Lando, he'll sit back. Let's go. Still 8 minutes. Still a lot of time left. Still a lot of time left, chat. Let's go. Oh, Antonelli's time got deleted. Damn it. That's all right, Antonelli. Go. Lewis Hamilton in the top three, splitting the papaya cars with a 129.9. Jeez, 127. Got to get two more tenths on that, bro. Piastri, you got to go up another 2 tenths, man. 2 tenths will put you up there, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Yikes, I'm trying to tell you. Top 3 time right there. Lewis Hamilton owns something, man. If Lewis Hamilton grab a podium for Singapore, for Roscoe, we all about that. We're all about that. Even if it's not, let's say, even if it's not for Roscoe, just on the back of losing Roscoe, Lewis Hamilton comes in and gets a podium at Singapore, I'm liking the way that's going to look. And remember earlier, Mary Beanie did say something about 2018 vibes. She did say it. So let's see if that's going to materialize in the race. We need it in the race. We need to get good in qualifying, but he needs it in the race. They got those whistles. When you hear those whistles, sometimes those whistles means that people are beyond the points where they need to be. So you'll have a marshal or official blow a whistle to let you know in point, like, hey, your hands, you need to get them behind the railing. You're too far. They'll blow those whistles on you. And I don't know if you've all been in a paddock club, but underneath the paddock club, they have a small mesh net because sometimes people have been known to put their hands beyond the railing and shouldn't, and they drop a phone or drop a watch or a bracelet falls off. So they do have a mesh net to hopefully catch some of those articles that might fall and hopefully not fall on the team, fall on the car, all type of things like that. So little nuances at a paddock club if you never – ooh. Damn, was that Antonelli that might have – oh, that's right here, exceeded track limits. But that was, I don't know. They say it was. It was kind of close right there. That was kind of close on that, honestly. Leclerc did have some contact on the wall. I don't think it damaged the car, but he did have a little bit of abrasion right there with the wall. 5 minutes, or you already know right now, usually 4 minute mark, we got cars going into the pits, getting adjusted, trimming, doing all type of things they're trying to do to squeeze as much as they can out of this car. I'm pretty sure when Charles gets into the pit, they're going to inspect that car. Gregory Williams in the super chat says, get well, Sylvia, sending prayer. Yo, what's up with Sylvia Wick? Yo, y'all, what's up with Sylvia Wick? Yo, I'm sending Sylvia Wick some French toast. Sending Sylvia Wick some French toast. Sylvia Wick sending you some positive, healthy French toast to get better. Yeah, definitely. Anybody that gets sick, you know, we all care about each other, especially when we come down with it. Getting sick these days could mean a lot. Just telling you. Oh, I just saw Mary Benny say, ooh, the flu. Yeah, definitely. You know, people forgot about the flu. When COVID came around, they just forgot that the flu came through and wiped out a bunch of people, and it still takes people's lives every damn year. And COVID was just a new hot kid on the block, but the flu been an OG for the longest. Like, yo, we still got the flu out here. We going, as a human society and race, we're going to be okay. We will eventually adjust. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of people during that adjustment. And big shout out and rest in peace to anybody that lost somebody from COVID. I know my family suffered a few losses. So big shout out to you all and condolences to anybody that lost somebody during that COVID time. But they really tried to play us up with that. And a lot of people that ended up getting that shot are suffering major effects right now. Major effects from a government and a medical industry that was more so about making money than they were more so about helping human society. And it is a fact. It is a fact that people that receive those shots are now facing a lot of medical issues due to those shots. My dad is one of them. That's why he didn't take his second one. So I know. So yeah. Let's go, man. Actually, I told my family that we weren't taking it. I don't care if we had to homeschool the baby. I don't care if I had to get out here and do whatever I had to do in the streets to make sure the mortgage and the bills were paid. If they were going to force my wife to try to get the shot, I told her she's going to quit. We're not doing it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make sure we make it by. And I do mean whatever I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Aside from hurting anybody or taking from anybody else, whatever I got to do to make finances meet for us to be okay until they get over this shit, that's what we're going to do, because we're not doing it. Big shout out to everybody in the super chat. As I digress, let's get back on the who's up first. And Max Verstappen is still holding the top spot with a 129.7. Oh, Antonelli, let's go. Let's go, young buck. Antonelli with a 129.6. How you liking that? How you liking them apples? Antonelli pulling up some boss mode around here. Talk to him nice. Talk to him nice. What are we talking about? Russell says, what the Mercedes crew is here to party. Russell taking the top of the charts. Oh my gosh. We might have something on our hands right here, good people. Underneath 2 minutes time, and we got two Mercedes cars at the top. This is Max Verstappen just splitting in between. Just let me get in the bed with you. Just let me get in between you two Mercedes cars and stay a little warm. 129.5 is not enough to take Russell off. Mercedes, well. What do we have here? Told you one of the teams I was going to be watching. Pia and Lando 4th and 6th with Hamilton in 5th, and Charles Leclerc might not make it into Q2, in the Q3. I mean, he might not make it out of Q2. Yo, we got a. Let's go. All right, Chad, here we go. We got some orders going up here. We're just going to put some people up here, some surprises. Got some poll coming in the chat. Don't dance on it. Vote on it. All right, Chad, here we go. Poll in the chat. Vote on it. If you dance on it, make sure you get $1 for it. Let's get it in. Let's go. Norris only up to 4th, Pia up to 5th, Hamilton down to 6th, Hadjar in 7th, Behrman in 8th, Alonso 9th, and Albon in 10th, representing for the Williams team. 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Oh, my goodness, man. This is looking juicy. And we already know some fireworks can get sparked with Verstappen and Russell. We already know what it can go in there. Yikes. Oh, this is looking solid. 0 time on the clock. Let's go over to the big screen. Right now, all of Williams is in the drop-off zone. Liam Lawson's in the drop-off. Yuki's in drop-off. Leclerc's in drop-off. 54% of y'all said Hulk will be the main one. So 54% of y'all are sure that Hulkenberg will be out of here. And so we will see how many of the drivers I listed will be correct, and if the one you majority voted on is the right one. Leclerc did get out of the drop-off zone. There he goes. So right now, drop-off. In the drop-off zone, chat, we have Hulkenberg, got that one right. 54%, y'all voted on the right driver. Albon is out. Sainz is out, so that's 2 out of 4. Leclerc he did not, and Yuki Tsunoda is out. So 3 out of 4 of the drivers that I listed are out of there, and the main driver that you all voted on is out of there for certain. We are in Q3 with Russell leading the second session, Hamilton leading the first session, Max Verstappen leading no session yet at the end. So we got Hamilton at the top at Q1. We got Russell at the top of Q2. Now it's time to see who's going to be at the top of Q3. You can't count Max out, and I'm not counting the papaya cars out, although Mercedes is looking very formidable right here. This right here, this could be a crazy nice race. Mercedes mixing up the top 3. Then you got the papaya cars 4 and 5 with Ferrari 6 and 7 bringing up the rear. Definitely could be something crazy to go on. This could be a nice competitive race if it stayed this way. I don't know if it will, because I'm more inclined to think that Max will lay a hot lap to take pole position. Lando or Pia possibly coming up some, but this is not looking really good. And like I said, McLaren may look back and say we made a lot of mistakes if Zach Brown really cares. I don't think he really cares. I think he's really more about the Constructors' Championship than he is the Driver's Championship. And I think he's a short salesman. You know, he's a smile in your face, shit behind your back type guy, I think, right now. Because had McLaren played their cards right last season and this season, we're looking at McLaren with 2 Constructor Championships back-to-back and 2 drivers within their teams being champions back-to-back, and that would have been a better story than this bullshit story of we're just trying to play it fair, we're just trying to give equal, opportunity to drivers when you're really not. It's kind of missed out right there, buddy. You're kind of like Saquon Barkley was last season when he chose not to go for the rushing record, only being roughly 150 yards out. And he could have had the rushing record, which hasn't been broken and still won't be broken in 40 years' time, I believe. And he could have had a Super Bowl. And his name, the Barkley family's name, could have been at the top of that record likely for another 40 years. What's his season looking like now? When he thought he was going to come back and do it this season. What's it looking like now? Not looking like that. You don't pass up those opportunities, Chad. You don't pass up opportunities when somebody tells you that you're in short order from breaking a record that's been standing for 4 decades. You don't say, nah, that's okay. I just want to get the Super Bowl. You don't do that. You get the record. Because what if had they not got the Super Bowl, you don't have a Super Bowl and you don't have the record. Don't do it. If you got an opportunity to seize a record, go seize it. Carpe diem, damn it. DJ Big Blue Navy, 27 months. Sir Lewis Hamilton is saving his tires to give him more opportunity to take pole. He has the form and the pace to do it. Okay, brother. I see that's what you think is zero time on the clock. Let's see who is leading in our live chat qualifying competition. And right now, we got Paul sitting at the top with 1,575 points. We got Mr. Glass sitting at the top at second with 1,025. We got Galactus holding on strong. To third place, you have 675. Mary Beanie outside of the top three with 375. And at the bottom, still Nitro, Jeff, Terrence, Dalen, Dino, Shay Young, Dreads, DJ Big Blue, Darth, AF. That's what we got right there, chat. All right. Time is going to be reset soon. There is no more drop-off zone. This is for the packing order of the top 10. Everybody who's gone home and gone to the motorhome to play Formula One on PlayStation, Xbox, or your PC, they're already there, loading up their games, putting their headsets on, and grabbing the sticks. Right now, this is all about the boss mode. Alonso, again, leading the way for Aston Martin as he is right there in 9th. Ollie Behrman leading the way for Haas in the 10th, so that's as low as he can get, regardless of what happens right now, is 10. Hajar, the dog, in 8th. Leclerc and Hamilton, 6 and 7. Ferrari tied together. Papaya cars tied together, 4 and 5. And the Mercedes twins right there. Not twins, because Russell's a lot bigger than Antonelli. Antonelli is a lot longer. Antonelli has more hair than Russell, so scratch that. The Mercedes brothers right there, 1 and 3, split by a lone Red Bull car, driving and piloted by Max Verstappen. I see for the Paddock Club in Singapore, they said this shit way too hot. Put some windows on this thing, man. Way too hot to have an outside section right here. Y'all sit y'all ass inside in the AC. There it is. Clocks reset. Boards reset. 2 different drivers and teams leading the boards. At the end of the session, the cars are beginning to queue up. The clock should start shortly. And we are in the Q3 where all the chips are pushed to the center of the table. And we're calling all players sitting around. Let me see what you got. Let's see who you got for pole. It's crazy to put Antonelli in here like this. This is wild. I'm choosing a driver from each team that I think is more likely to get pole position. And so here we go, chat. Let's get it. Who you got for pole? Who do you have for pole? Let's go. Galactus in the super chat says that all winners come. Doubt, Galactus. Remember what I told you. For the people that didn't contact me for the keychains, I was going to give you your money back. So we had Miss Dino got hers, Julius got his, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that didn't. So I'm going to refund you for the 5 keychains, brother. So I will be sending some money back your way. I got the note right here. I know Haas made it to Q3. Big Blue. They made it to Q3 by way of Behrman. For sure, it's crazy work, man. I like it though, Behrman. The rookie, I'm liking these rookies being around, man. These rookies, especially Behrman, Bortoletto. Yo, if I want to see Bortoletto in a better car with a better team, I'm telling you, I think he could do a lot. I think if Hadjar was in a better car, better team, I think he'd be doing a lot. If Hadjar or Bortoletto were in place of Kimi Antonelli at Mercedes, I think we'd be seeing some wildly nice shit, for real. I do. I think they're better drivers than Antonelli. Just Antonelli was in the right place, right time with the white team. But I'm telling you, if Hadjar or Bortoletto were in that Mercedes, I think we'd be seeing some pretty phenomenal driving from those two in a rookie season. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. Just saying. All right, 83% of you all, 79%. We're going to stop it right there so we don't have any people trying to go back and change their vote. We're going to stop it right there. 73% said that it is going to be Lewis Hamilton in pole. I'm going to copy this. 0% voted for Antonelli. Damn, Antonelli didn't get not one vote. Not one vote. That's wild crazy. Bro could have got at least 1% or somebody could have voted for him. 19 people didn't even vote for Antonelli. I guess we're not going on hopes and dreams. We're going on like legitimate opportunity. Just roll it to this weekend. No free fund needed. Okay, roger that, brother. Roger that. Roger that. Got you. So I will make sure to clip and screen this for so I can look and see who's going to be in that top chart. So we will have Paul and Glass. Glass, you were on the last list, brother. You didn't even contact me. Glass was on the last list. So this list, we're going to do anybody that make the top 3 aside from Galactus will get keychains. Any 2 besides for Galactus that make the top 3 will get keychains sent out. And then we'll just keep rolling those until this whole list gets scratched off. And then that'll be what we do. So right there, we got Glass and we got Paul in the runnings for 2 keychains to be sent out. So big shout out to them. Once they finish, though, they will have to finish in that top 3. Galactus is omitted. So if anybody wants to push Galactus out, then that will happen as well. But other than that, top 3 will get keychains. Galactus omitted, so the top 2, and then we'll just keep rolling it to try to make it last as we can, as long as we can, until we scratch off the other 8. Big shout out to Galactus. Always a good sport. Always having a good time. Always ready for party time. All right, Chad, we still got Antonelli and Russell at the top. We got 8 minutes on this clock. Behrman setting a time that we know will not stick. We know that's not going to stick. It's 1:30s. We're well outside of that already. Gregory in the super chat says, hopefully Sir Lewis will draw on his experience with some spiritual help from Coco and Roscoe. I'm voting with my heart. Let's go. And ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. But I'm with you. And we all know that you can call energy and positive mental stability from all type of places that makes, ooh, damn, is that Russell brushing the wall like that? Damn, Russell driving the hell out of that car. Good gracious. 129.1 for George Russell, who puts it on the edge of the track and brushes the wall. Antonelli and Russell are battling it out for pole position. Hadjar goes up to 3rd. Let's go. Let's go. 129.1 is crazy. That is crazy. Norris can't do anything with that. He's 5/10 off. 129.6. What the hell got in the Mercedes? They must have said, you know what, go in there. Go in there and start drinking out that championship cup. They must have went in there and drunk out all the championship cups to get some of that power. The power of the Black Panther has been given to you. Let's go, chat. That was wild work right there. Hamilton up to fourth, but it's not good enough. Where's Max Verstappen going to be? Woo, shit. Yo, they driving out here in these streets. Pia, up to second. Yo, those are Miami colors right there. Pia, Russell, Pia, Antonelli, Norris. We got the Miami team combined up there. They are driving on rails, chat. Max Verstappen goes up to second, says, don't forget about me. Still 2/10 off of Russell. I'm a little concerned about Russell being there, though. We still got a lot of time left, but Russell's been making a lot of mistakes. He shot for the gap in Singapore before. He wrecked out in free practice. And I'm telling you, let's go, Pia. Let's go, Pia. That's been crazy. Russell, it's crazy that I trust Russell just a little less in that spot than I would trust Antonelli. Yo, this exchange is wild nice. Wild nice again. We got 3 different constructors in the top 3. We got Mercedes. We got Red Bull by way of a Honda power unit. And we got McLaren by way of a Mercedes power unit. Must be great to be Mercedes selling power units these days. Galactus, Merc is coming with it today. McLaren on notice. They are, bro. They are on notice, but this is still good too because them being in the mix kind of gives McLaren a little bit of some opportunity for Max Verstappen to have some more competition to kind of push him back. No race win, Max. Maybe Mercedes wins it, but I don't know. Can't really count on that. Ooh, he nudged the hell out of that wall. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. 129. Yo, remember what I tell y'all, and I say this and I stand by this. Max Verstappen is good for a hot lap. Just keeping it all the way a buck. Right now in our qualifying session in the live chat, we still got Paul at 1575, Mr. Glass at 1275, and Galactus at 975, making it happen. Making it happen. And big shout out, Galactus. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the autograph hats, man. Appreciate you. And yes, chat, if you buy a hat, and the red ones will be going up. The red hats will be going up. We got purple and we got red. The red ones will go up on the website. If you buy a hat and you want an autograph, you need to make sure you make a note in that buyer's note or contact me. Say, hey, Jay, I ordered a hat. Can you autograph it? I'll autograph it and write something on it because you know how it could be sometimes. I'll write something on it. If you want that done, make sure you make a note of that and you reach out to me and say, hey, I ordered a hat. Can you autograph it for me before you send it out? And I got you. Jeez. Yo, that's a lot of time Russell just put up there. But if anybody's up for the task, Max Verstappen is definitely up for the task to try to get a 129.154 or some crap like that. Antonelli, I'm almost reluctant to tell him to send it because it could mean that Antonelli wrecks out, right? He's not had the best season, and he's had a lot of situations take place. I want him to do it, man, but I just don't want him to do it at the sake. You know what? Go send it, Antonelli. Go get it. If you're gonna be great, you got to put it all on the line. That's what Max Verstappen does. He'll put it all on the line. It's an attribute he has. Paul in the super chat says, I have both red and purple hats. The purple is my go-to. Yo, I'm telling you, purple is a lot of people's go-to, man. That purple fire with it, man. Purple's fire with it. I'm going to be coming out with a green one. I'm going to be coming out with a green one, too. This is crunch time. Antonelli might make something happen here. I just hope it's not a red flag he makes happen. I don't want to see Antonelli create a red flag. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see him create a red flag. Ooh, this is going to be this has been a good qualifying session, chat. All three sessions have been good. Q1, Q2, now we're in Q3, and it's giving us some excitement. This is a good qualifying event. Qualifying has absolutely been awesome the entire season. All right, well, they got 2 minutes on the clock. This is it. This is game time right here. There's no more fooling around. There's no more coming back to the garage for making things happen. This is it, chat. This is going to be it. If you don't make it happen here, you're not going to make it happen. You better go ahead and get in gear and get to popping, chat. Do not forget we will be live for race day. That event is already pinned and ready. Meet us for race day. All right, chat? We will be here for race day. And as we also near the final segments of Q3, we will see that it looks like Paul and Mr. Glass will need to reach out to me with addresses, emails for tracking. Since it's not going overseas, maybe you don't need a phone number and it's not quite as big as a package, but I will need your email and your addresses. Make sure to contact me in the Discord if you are still in the top 3 by the end of this qualifying session. All right, man, this is it. 1 minute. We're not fooling around. We're done. Galactus in the super chat says, Jay, you're my first signed swag. Hey, bro, let's go. Let's go. Hey, man, I told the wife I got to make sure I get with my bro. I want to get him these autograph hats for sure. Big shout out to the brother, man. Thank you, man. Let's go, man. Having a good time all the way around. We so dope. It ain't even funny. Paul says, now it's time to send it. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. Don't forget about the Discord meet on Sunday. Woo, they are going for it. They are running it up right now. You can tell they are pushing it to the limit right now. They are coming through these turns, swinging that car. This is going to be good. And whoever gets pole position has genuinely earned it today. Genuinely earned it. They are going for it. Qualifying is important here still, too. Russell is still in pole position. We got Gregory. Absolutely, Jay. This is real nail biter. I'm telling you, it is. It is. What's he going to do? Lando Norris is trying to come through 14 seconds on the clock. We're about to be under 10 seconds on this clock. Who is going to grab pole position? Remember what you all said for pole position. Hamilton, 79%. Max Verstappen, 11. Pia, 11. Antonelli, 0. 0 time on the clock, chat. Who's got it? Who's got it? No improvement for Russell there. Where's Hamilton? Where's Leclerc? He just barely losing the car a little bit. A little squiggle right there. Pia is up to 3rd. Max Verstappen 2nd. Russell is 1st. Come on, man. What's going to happen? George might do it. Damn, Russ. Woody making it happen, bro. Woody making it happen. Oof. Hamilton close to that wall. It's a wrap. That's a wrap, chat. Let's see what Max is going to do. Let's see what he's going to do. Damn, this is wild crazy. Max might take pole. Like I said, he's always good for a hot lap. I'm trying to tell you. And he does not. He does not improve. He does not improve, chat. Yeah, he didn't have it. He didn't have it. Russell, Woody, pole position. Yo, Norris all the way down to 5. It's not all the way down to 5. Antonelli 4. Congratulations. Pia in 3rd. Yo, that's a spicy start to a race. Russell, Verstappen, and Piastri. Russell, Verstappen, and Piastri top 3. That's a spicy race. Max punked out on that lap. He punked out on that lap. Max punked out on that lap. I'm a little disappointed. He kind of punked out on that lap. I'm wondering if he's going to complain about something. Yo, this is a good start to the race. I told you, don't buy too much in the Hamilton on that first one. Ferrari has been failing as they get into Q3, and we see that the Ferrari cars, although led by Lewis Hamilton, fall all the way to 6 and 7. Yikes, chat. Yikes. That sucked, yo. I'm telling you, they're going to blame it on somebody. They're going to blame it on somebody. It's going to blame on somebody. They're going to always blame it on somebody. Max Verstappen on the radio blaming it on somebody. Like Max didn't have room to go around full speed and do his thing. Come on, y'all. Stop this, man. Hey, still might be Max for the race. Russell and Mercedes have to prove that they can carry this over into race pace, which is something that's an entirely different challenge. Russell is not going to play nice with Max Verstappen. Russell already knows, I'm going to stand my ground with you, Max. But will he do it at the sake of not making a podium? Can we see Russell maybe give a little bit to Max to say, you know what, I want to finish this race because I want this podium. I'm not going to fight him. Or is Russell going to say, you know what, either I'm going to get a podium or neither one of us are going to get a podium. Don't count Russell out for that. Piastri is going to be attacking Max Verstappen, which is going to help Russell in his race win campaign. Antonelli is not going to let Norris by easily, and Hamilton is going to be attacking Lando. This makes for a good race start. This makes for a good race start. Galactus says, will Russell choke the start? Son will be crazy. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, bro. There's only a couple of people I trust with starting a race against Max, and that's Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, and that's it. And no need to talk about him because he's never really up there. But that I don't even count Alonso. So yeah, Piastri and Lewis Hamilton are the only two drivers I would count to start a race start against Max Verstappen at full arm bronze out. Smash the like button, y'all. This was an excellent qualifying session. Let's go. I'm telling you, y'all. I told you all, Ferrari has failed us so many times in Q3. They have failed their drivers so many times in Q3. Told y'all, don't buy too much into that. Don't buy too much into that. They have shown us what they are. Ferrari has shown us what they are. And this is what Ferrari are giving their drivers. When it gets to those times, you got to start baking. I mean, but look at that, 129.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1 is crazy. Russell sent the hell out of that. Yo. Gotta give it to the bro. He sent that. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. That's crazy work. Ferrari just, you could tell by Lewis Hamilton's body language. Lewis Hamilton's body language is like, this shit here is, damn. You know what? Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari reminds me of a very solid saying. Be careful when you meet your heroes. Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari was like going to his hero team, and now he sees this place is dirty. It is trash everywhere, and it is not built with success embodied. What the hell was I thinking? Damn it, I ran into a burning building without a fire suit, no fire extinguisher in sight, and I'd be damned if I didn't drink a gallon of water because I didn't. I'm dehydrated. That's kind of what it's like for Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari right now. Gregory Williams in the Super Chat says, I hope not Galactus. If he acts like Norris, it's a wrap. True. TRU. True. All right, chat. That's qualifying. We will be back tomorrow, and we will have Wolves Den tomorrow. That was an excellent qualifying session, chat. Excellent qualifying session. Big shout out, everybody. It is really crazy. I'm telling you, I don't trust Russell with the pole position against Max Verstappen. This is going to probably be a good race start. This will probably be a good race start. I'm telling you. So, big shout out. I still feel like Max punked out. I feel like he felt like he wasn't going to make it, so he made a bigger spectacle of it than he should have to try to have an excuse. That's what Max does. When Max doesn't instead of just Max saying, hey, man, I just kind of failed y'all on that lap, it's going to be somebody else's fault. It's going to be this fault, that fault. That's the quality of Max that actually sucks. He's got to get better at just own the shit. Just own it. Sometimes just take it. Hey, team did a great job. I didn't necessarily make the best of what the team gave me, but we'll come back and we'll make some. You're never going to get no shit like that from Max. It is what it is. It can't be perfect everywhere. All right, chat. See y'all tomorrow. We'll be back live stream. We might be back live again today, depending on what kind of news pops. And I will see you there. So, yes, indeed. Peace and love. Russell Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. Piastri needs to finish the race. Piastri needs to not wreck out. And if he can, get in front of Max. But this is going to, hey, this right here will still keep that championship battle stage and Max off. But if he can finish in front of Max, he could go ahead and put some space in there. Lando, I don't know what Lando might indeed fall out of that. Max might take Lando's spot in some time, but we'll see what happens. All right, you all. Peace and love. We're out of here.